Hi all. So welcome back to my next session. So as usual, this is Ravi from Uplatz, and I'm an IBM B2B Sterling Integrator trainer as well as an EDI trainer. I have around 10 plus years of experience on Sterling Integrator, and our today's topic is overview of IBM B2B Sterling Integrator. So let's go inside. Yeah, let's go inside. So first of all, what is Sterling Integrator? So Sterling Integrator is an middleware tool. So just you can act this as a transaction engine where so it will act or it will do all your business needs. So your business nothing but an our trading partner, our clients business needs like processing their files and translations like the mapping part and the business process part means translation the file from one location using some set of protocols that everything and also talking with the end systems like SAP system. So like that everything will be taken over the with the help of Sterling Integrator tool, middleware tool. So you can achieve this. Okay. So yeah, that's what actually. So if you see here ties together applications is nothing but an for example, our Sterling and integrator is acts as a middleware tool. So middleware tool is nothing but not backend, not front end. So it receive the documents or purchase order files, any type of files from the trading partners and process into Sterling Integrator and converts to the format which is accepted by the end user like SAP system. For example, my partner, my backend system is SAP means it will be accepted by the SAP system and then it process it and send to the SAP system. Similarly, vice versa. So for example, if I send an 850, means if a trading partner send a 850 to the SAP system, in between Sterling Integrator translates, right? And in return, our SAP system produces an 855 purchase order acknowledgement in IDOC format. That IDOC format will convert into EDI format, which is known format of trading partner and then send to our trading partner. This all happens in the with the help of middleware tool only. So just a process data and the people both with outside and the inside of all your immediate organization needs a Sterling Integrator can meet. Okay. So in simple, for example, how to receive a file. So we have some set of protocols like FTP, SFTP, AS2. These are all some set of B2B protocols. Okay, that using that protocols trading partner will send their orders. Initially I said you in the time of EDI, right? Okay, so EDI is nothing but exchanging the business documents without any human intervention. That is means system to system only. They will place an order system to system only. For example, you are buying any order through Flipkart by your own hands, but in EDI automatically they will in any GUI or any API. So they will create an order file and their system, and from there it will do all automatically only. Okay, with the help of B2B tool means in the from the front end they will push the document using some set of protocols that is there in the trading partner system. So our trading partner system, if there is an trading partner SFTP means our trading partner supports SFTP. If trading partners AS2 means our trading partner supports AS2. So like that, it will bind up with all the protocols and then receive a documents and then internally it will send to the SAP system. And the same from SAP system to the trading partner. So what are the different options actually? So what are the different flexibilities like options for the deployment? So we have a control version also here. Okay. So for example, that is a main good feature of this. So while we have deployments here, there is no need of GitHub actually. So in this tool only, we have a version management also. So for example, you have deployed a map. Okay, it's a new map went into production. That production map went some failures, unknown failures. So immediately you can change the back version, or else if you want to download the previous version or some days back version that you worked, so you can immediately download that version from our Sterling Integrator. Okay, so and also deployment also is very easily done. So for example, you have created some objects like business process, maps, and envelopes, which I will teach you later. So no need to check out one by one object and again deploy into one by one. So we have an option called resource manager in the Sterling integrator. Through that Sterling integrator resource manager, you can simply select what are the objects like maps or trading partner profiles or BPs, okay, or communication setups like that. Just select those and click on next and click on next and then download it. So the output file, it will be like an XML file. So that XML file again you can then export it, and XML file you go to the production system, and then you go to the resource manager, and then you deploy that one into our production system. So like that it is very easy for the deployment method. So no need to check on each and each objects. Okay, it is very easy to configure or deployments. Okay. So and that's what actually. So all abilities, all capabilities you can deploy in a one time, and it provides a robust security infrastructure. So in Sterling Integrator, so before entering any document, before entering it to Sterling Integrator, so we have an options called, we have an a robustic system called a perimeter server. How this perimeter server is a separate topic which I will discuss with later. I will tell you in briefly. So perimeter server is just like an security gatekeeper. So whenever we receive a file from a trading partner, okay, so it will check whether this file is coming from the trusted partner or it's an intruder, okay, or it's an attack like cyber attack, something like that, right? So like that. So it will check if there is an trusted partner only, it will allow the document to enter into our Sterling integrator Sterling Integrator network. Okay, in that way, it provides an robust security infrastructure. And also, not only perimeter server, we have an SSP also, like secure proxy server also. So that proxy server, we have an inbound IP, outbound IP. So like that, we have an IP binding concept also, where, for example, our IP is 192 something something, but in the output, but in the outside world, it will show 168 like that. So like that also, IP binding also will be happen with the help of this robust security infrastructure in Sterling Integrator. That's why this tool is very powerful, and that's why it's still alive even from years ago. Actually, I would like to go the history of this tool. So since of my experience, so the actually initially it's not an IBM tool. It's an a company called Sterling Commerce. So those company invented a tool called Sterling Commerce in the tool called Gentron server. Okay. So Gentron server. So first initially Gentron server for Windows, Gentron server for Linux. So like the tools were developed. So and so on, getting on days or getting on versions updated. So later on, once IBM, so later on it went to the Sterling Commerce Sterling Integrator tool with 4 series, 4.1 series. Once IBM bought this tool, it has changed the series with 5, and then stated as IBM B2B Sterling Integrator. Okay, now current version of the Sterling Integrator is 6 series. Okay, in the 6 series, 6.1, 6.2 like that, it is going on. Okay, that's what a brief about the Sterling Integrator. So now, so using Sterling Integrator, so you can create or coordinate activities in the business process model. It's nothing but an, so you will be creating a business process. For example, I will tell you in a layman example. Uh, okay, so one man should go to Hyderabad. So can anyone please tell the activities from Delhi? Okay, so how can he go to Hyderabad? What are the different ways? First, he need to go to the airport, right? So to go to the airport, he can go via cab, via auto, or via car or metro. So first of all, there is check condition from where he is going. So 3 4 checks, 4 check boxes will be there. So if you select car, then car. So after that, how he is going to Hyderabad from Delhi? So he can go by train, he or she can go by air. Okay, so I think these are the two major options. So we regularly. So if there is a fly means they need to go to the airport. If there is a station, railway station means they need to go to the railway station. So that is also check condition. So starting from there, he traveled in the train and came to Hyderabad. From Hyderabad, he need to go to his company. Okay, so company is in so and so express. So how we can go from this express? Via buses, via metro, or via car. So like this, he can go. So this is a one-time process. I'm explaining this much, but this process should be done automatically. Okay, so like this, like similar to this process, a business process will be there. Like trading, get a documents from the trading partner SFTP or AS2 server, and then process archive it, and then process Sterling Integrator, transform into SAP format, and then send back to the SAP system. So this all process every time anyone can't do, right? So there should be a no human intervention. That's why we create a Sterling B2B integrator. So we create a Sterling B2B integrator version here, like we call as a business process. We have a tool called GPM. It is a graphical process modeler. I will explain you. I will open the tool and I will showcase you in coming slides. So this is how the automation also involved. So the once automation is involved means there is less human work. So there is less human work means more business. So ultimately for more e-business only, these tools are coming to picture. Not only Sterling Integrator, there are many tools middleware, but Sterling Integrator having a great boom. Okay, we have so much of opportunities also for Sterling Integrator. So now this is a high level architecture of Sterling Integrator. Okay, let's discuss about this. So now this is an Sterling B2B architecture. Okay. So now if you see the left side, there are the different marketplaces, trading partners, and value add network, nothing but a vans. And here is the medium, like to exchange a business document. These are the different protocols. Okay, and the black color grid is there, right? This is nothing but a perimeter server. So this is all about the Sterling integrator. So this is all about the backend systems. Now let us see how the document is going inside, processing, and then sending to the trading partner back. Okay, sure. Just take a 1 second, just view this architecture. Let me explain you now. So these are the trading partners. Trading partner will send their documents. So documents can be like purchase order and then payment. So different documents like receiving acknowledgement, receiving invoices, so like that. Okay, so anything just sending a document, whether it any kind of documents, I'm not talking about EDA. So any kind of XML documents or positional documents, any type of documents. So okay, so actually don't think about this one. Okay, so they are sending to Sterling Integrator with the help of this any of the protocol. Like EDINT means AS2, SMTP means via mails. So FTP is a protocol, HTTP is a protocol. Okay, so EBXML is a web services kind. SOAP also web services. XForm nothing but a web forms. So EDI XML data. Rosternet also, this is one of the format which is in XML. Okay, so these are the different protocols. Trading partner with the help of these protocols, they will send a documents to the Sterling integrator. So a document before entering to the Sterling integrator, we have one grid here. So this grid is nothing but an okay, this grid is nothing but an like a pyramid server. So whether a document is entering here, okay, so the document is entering here, it will verify whether this partner sender ID, receiver ID, or the document is trusted or not. If it is trusted only, then then it will send this document to the by Sterling integrator. Now, Sterling integrator, we have a trading partner management. Okay, so this is a B2B services is a trading partner management assume. Like we have all the trading partner setup. Here, trading partner setup is nothing but envelopes, trading partner setup envelopes or lookup files, anything to identify the trading partners. So if this identify the trading partner means it will process in such a way that it will go in the right path, like in the design, like the business process designed path. So it's nothing but a mailbox. Is mailbox nothing but use it to storage and forward capabilities. Something like an, so you have a laptop, you'll have a C drive, D drive, right, for storage. Similar to that in Sterling Integrator, if you want to save anything means, so you can save in this mailboxes. Okay, this is the routing, content based routing. Based on the input file, based on the input file you can route. For example, based on the input file name, based on the sender id and receiver id, you can route them. That is called content based routing. So here, graphical process modeler, so nothing but is graphical process, nothing but an, it's a gpm where it is used, it's a tool called gpm, where we can develop the business process, like it is called as an bpml, business process modeling language, using some set of services and adapters. So we have a drag and drop technology, we have around 200 plus of services adapters that you can drag and drop to the gpm tool, and then you can download here, and then you can start working on designing the business process. IBM has provided some good documentation, so where with the help of good documentation, all the list of service adapters with detailed explanation is available in the IBM site. So you just, if you search like IBM service adapters, you will get that good content information. Okay, maybe it's, as the time constraint, I may not give full information like all the top two details. As overall high level I can speak, I can teach you now, but if you have any doubts you can get back to me later. Okay, so if you want to learn more on these concepts, you can touch base with me. Okay, so this is called a business process engine, where this engine helps us to, where this engine helps us to process all our documents, like translation, transformation. So much is there inside it. So maybe just a word like business process engine, but so much to process here. And then EA adapter is nothing but an external tools which were integrated with our Sterling integrator. Example like a message broker, message queue, okay, that type of tools. Okay, so you can integrate with this and process it. For example, from Sterling integrator to SAP, we can send a MQ. We can use that MQ to push the messages. So internal applications, right? No need of protocols or no need of something. So usage of MQ. So internal applications you can use that. So web extension is nothing but an human interactions or any exception handling. Here some good exception handling is there. So that is called as an on fault. So any errors or any errors happens in the business process means we have an on fault group. So the loop will enter into the on fault whenever any error, and then we will trigger an email. Okay, so in the on fault group, whatever may be the error, we'll have some support email IDs. So that to that email ID, that emails will be posted there. So that's the support persons. So we'll check the status of the email and they will look into it. So that is called about the human interaction and exception handling. So once the document is transformed here, so with the help of message queue or anything, it will push to the backend system. Now example, I'm taking the backend system as a Sterling integrator. Okay, so the technology or messaging or a legacy systems, nothing but an our backend system. So this is how the process will happen in Sterling integrator. So this is one side. So other side means whenever we push or we says it's a trading partner, send an 850 purchase order document in return. This guy like SAP guy need to send an IDOC is 855, right? So purchase order acknowledgement. Okay. So purchase order acknowledgement. So the SAP has don't enough to convert into EDI. Okay. So similar to that, our SAP system will send an 855 like purchase order acknowledgement in IDOC format to the Sterling integrator. The Sterling integrator, with the help of the business process, the mapping part and everything, it will translate into EDI format, which is accepted by the trading partner, because in the same format, trading partner sent to the our SAP system. So from Sterling integrator with the help of this protocols. So to the same protocol, trading partner has sent us document, right? So from the same protocol only, we will send those document like different protocols to the trading partner. In this way, the to and fro communication will be happened between the trading partner and between the backend SAP system. Just we will act as a middleware. Okay. So now the translation. So translation from beginning I'm saying. So translation is nothing but a converting an electronic document. So here purchase order, PO acknowledgement, invoice, dispatch advice. So any electronic document format into another electronic document format. Nothing but the translation. So here mapping means we have some calculations like accumulations or some changes between while converting from one other to other, and some adding some new information. So based upon the MRS documents, nothing but a mapping requirement specification we receive from the partner using that one. So we will transform it. So that is what the mapping. So to relate one format to the another for the translation, we need to define some set of instructions. So while doing mapping, we'll have some instructions like we need to follow some procedure or rules. So using that only we will create it. Okay. So these instructions can be in different formats. Okay, so now we will go to the SA map editor tool. So how you can create, modify, and compile the translation maps using SA map editor tools, and also the mapping from input to output I will show you. Okay, so this is the just mapping structure like a sample map, the inbound map. Okay, so here it is an 850, right, purchase order. So that's a main root element. It's related segments and BG segment and elements like this. And output is our target side is a EDI DC40 means SAP side. So we know no need to bother about that SAP side format and learning about this. So our least bother about that because they will provide a DDFs. DDF is nothing but the whole structure. So they will provide that whole structure to us. So just we need to upload or browse our DDF into our map editor. So using some set of steps which I can show you that, and then start mapping as per the mapping requirement specification. In most of the cases we will get that MRS document, so by the clients or by trading partner or by your manager whom the work is assigning to you, or else only sometimes we need to, as there will be no set of MRS documents, but depend upon your knowledge or depend upon the previous maps, by viewing them you should get an idea and then you should map it. Or else you can drop a questions to your immediate manager or your business consultant to clear your queries to map them, so they will assist you in this. Okay, so this is how, so you can map it from one format to other format. Okay, so this is the inbound mapping means translating from standard format. So standard is nothing but an EDI side. Okay, so EDI to application format. Here application format is nothing but an this one, whether it is an SAP or whether it is a positional format, database mapping. So anything will comes under escalating application format. So outbound mapping is translating from application to standard. So you can see here. So inbound and outbound. Inbound means whenever we receive a data. Here we example translate resume. So whenever we receiving a data from outside network, okay. So it's inbound data. So we will call as an EDA. It will receive a translator, and then translator translate it. Okay, and then translator translate it to applications format. So application what format they require, that type of format it will translate it, and then it will translate to the application data in similar to that application data, nothing but SAP IDOC format. So here IDOC format anything can be there, like invoice retail transactions if you take. So it is invoice, purchase order acknowledgement, purchase order change acknowledgement, like warehouse transactions 940, 943, 944, 945. If you go to the logistics transactions like 204, 210, 213, 990, so any type of transactions. If you go to the artifact means orders and invoice, okay, and then DSADV, and then order response, if the main dispatch advice, so any type of artifact messages also. Okay, so it will convert from SAP format to those formats. So with the help of the translator, it will convert from one format to other format. So while converting with the help of translator, so in the mapping specifications, there were something to be added or something to be hard coded or something to be removed. So which is advised by our end user or business partner. So as per them, so we will create that part, and then the output will send back to and convert into EDI, and then we'll send back to the trading partner. In this way, the inbound and outbound mapping will be performed. Okay. Now I'll open the map editor and I'll show you. Okay. So this is our Sterling B2B map editor. So how to install, how to get this file later, once I open the dashboard, I will show you. But assume this is the Sterling B2B integrator. So like this, the icon will be there whenever you install. So like this, the option will be there. Okay. So just click this. This one will be opened. So this is the IBM Sterling B integrator. So whenever you want to create the map, so these are the different options. Okay, so open the map like that. So view, options, help. So this is all disabled, right? Because there is no map here. So once you create the map, all options can be visible. So for example, now I create. So this is the default one, Sterling B2B integrator. So what is the name of the map? So you can do ABC Uplatz and click on next. Now, for example, it's an inbound map, right? So inbound map, nothing but an EDI. So you need to select that EDI standard here. So select delimited EDI standard. So which format, like EDI standards, different EDI standards are there. You need to select that EDI standard, right? Click on messages and click on next. So here, if you see EDI, if it's a HIPAA means HIPAA. Spec 2000 means that is another format like aircrafts. Okay, for now EDI. Go to the EDI. So which version? Okay, whether it is an EDIFACT, ODT, TDCC, UCS, Xtool. So mostly we'll go with EDIFACT and Xtool only. So as of now, Xtool. And also I said you right which version, but that's why EDI is very important. Okay, so while learning any middleware tools, not only Sterling Integrator, to learn any middleware tools, EDI plays a vital role, because this is what all these things we will come to know from beginning only. That's why I will teach anybody who is come to learn Sterling Integrator. First, I will teach EDI, then I'll go to Sterling Integrator. So select 4010. So this version of which version to select, already it will be mentioned in our implementation guide. Okay, with the help of the implementation guide, you can select those. So now which transaction set? So we have so many transaction sets. If you see here, starting number with 1, see 204, see 204, you have learned right, 204, see motor carrier light tender, and 213, see motor carrier shipment status inquiry, 214, and 210 also you learn motor carrier files invoice. So like that, n number of transactions will be there, which I also don't aware of all these transactions, because what we work at, that only transactions we are aware, right? That's why for now, to show you, I will open that transaction number called 850 purchase order. So 850, click on next. Now all the segments elements will be deployed from our databases. Okay, so now the next, see input here, input format is done. Now click on next. Now you can see output format. What is the output format? Okay, there is no compulsory or mandatory that again you should select an positional document or any document, that thing. But what is there in MRS document, you should follow that one. For example, take in my RMS document, it is there SAP format. For example, they don't give in the SAP format, means you should create by your own, means you should come to new dot format and click on positional and click on next. Now you can create a own format. For example, you have given that whole structure, so no need to create. In that case, they'll give DDF. So different data defined definition. Click on browse, and that DDF, like see DDF, that you need to browse the DDF, automatically the structure will be displayed the target side. For now, we don't have any structure, right? That's why I'm creating positional and click on next. Okay, so congratulations, your map is created. Click finish. So if you see now, so a new mapping structure, like here 850 and here, so nothing is there because of positional, and you need to create yourself. So sometimes they will not, they will give just layout in PDF or mapping specification document. By seeing that, you should create by yourself only in sometimes. Okay. So this is how you will create the mapping with different options. Okay. So now if you want to execute, compile it means you should click on this and a TXO object will be created. TXO means transformation translation object. Okay. The TXO object will be created here. So with the help of this object only, it will be an, like in Java, if you remember that coding file means .java file which we can readable, but dot class file means, so it's not a human readable, it is read by JVM location only, means JVM only. So like that the TXO file will be read our in the background only, so which we can't understand, it's a machine readable only. Whereas .map file, so if you save in under MXL, you can also read that map. .map means you can't read, I will show you that one also. Okay. So how to create a mapping and how to create the structures, I will take another session. So if you want, just I will show you like create. So you want to create a group, you plus group. If you want to give the looping, you can give looping, click on next. So group is created. Inside group, if you want to record, you plus header record, you plus header record. So the tag name is very important. I given the spaces, it's not accepting. So if you want to differentiate means just give underscore, by whatever you give here, nothing matters, but the tag name is matters. So whatever you give here, that is what it printed in the output also. Okay. So record. So under segment or record, you will create the fields. Okay. So field means like vendor code. Simple, similar thing. I'm vendor code. What is the validation? Okay. So validation of the vendor code. So minimum is length sum, maximum is 10 example. So if you click this one, it's a mandatory one. Okay, compulsory from input, this map should be, this value should be populated. Maximum 10 and a string. Okay, string or number or date or time. Okay, string or member can be date and time. So if it is date and time means click on this. So based on your mapping requirement specification only, you can do this. Okay. So as of now, I'm giving this string, okay, and length also I'm giving 10. So a field is created. Now simply copy and paste all these things. And just for example, after once you created, you can just copy paste this one. Like for example, copy paste. So like this, you can copy paste and you can change it. So like that, group also you can copy and record also you can copy. So and the mapping means just, so if you want to create like this means, okay, again looping, right? It may not accept. So let me show the error. Then it'll see, because there is no looping here. So it will repeating only one time. But if you see this group is repeating 10 times, that's why it is not accepting. So if you change this one to looping one means, so it will accept the link. Okay. Okay. Sorry. It is in the group, right? But it is direct in the group. Let me showcase you. Okay. So the structure should match. This also will be explained in the mapping sessions later on. Just it's an overview session, right? That's why I'm telling you like this. Now all options are visible. So these are the different options. Once mapping session is start, I will explain you all this. So maybe I may not get much amount of time so to cover all these things. So once you're touch base, once you're okay with all these sessions, so you can touch base with me. So we can have deeply sessions, in-depth sessions. Okay. So these are the functions. So if you go to the help, and if you want to know the version means it's 8.0.3, that is a version. So if you want to learn about all the Sterling map editor means the function tab is available, chm file. So all about the functions, all about the mapping, how it is running, how translator is working, all the information is available here. Okay. And for example, if you want to link or if you want to auto link, we have a number of options here. You want to expand enter map, so expand map, enter map will be there. So for example, this is in enabled position. So this is in disabled position. So if you want to enable this also, we have an option here. Directly you can go this one. It will and enable, or else see here, enable disable option active only. Okay, like that, and deactivate. So activate, deactivate. So like this also you can do, yes. And once you develop all the map, you can compile like this. A txo object will be created. Okay, so a txo object will be created. See here. So if any errors or warnings is there, it will be displayed. So if you go to the txo, you can see that one. So this is our txo. See here, dot txo. Okay, so abc applies and txo file. Okay, fine. Like that, a txo. If you want to run this file to view the output, means you should be connected to the server. For example, it's a local host, right? So wherever the server is there, without server you can't run it. Okay, so the server should be connected with you in your network, and you should give the server IP address or host, and then with this base protocol. So how the port number is, so base protocol. So both base protocol is 8080 for me. So that's why plus add 33. So nothing but an map test is nothing but an background HTTP protocol only. So all HTTP protocols so will be done with the help of 833. So 33 protocol should be added to the base one. Base is 8000, means 8000 plus 33 is a map editor protocol. And give your username and password and browse your txo file. So my txo file is in the this one, a txt file and input file. So this is the input file, and click on next. Click on run test. Okay. So this input file is not available because it's a dummy, right? So, so any input file available means it will. Very text file I'm running. Just I want to show you. Server is not contact, means it will not run the result. Okay, as my server is down, I think it will not connect it. Okay, so that's why you should you can create the map. You can write your rules. Like we have so many rules, like standard rules, extended rules, like that. So we have, and we need to develop that one. So this is all about the just walkthrough on the map editor. Okay, and again we'll go back to our PPT. So if you see here, business process engine. So the earlier you have seen, right, inbound map. This is inbound and outbound structure. So this is the outbound map. So initially, so we have outbound, and then so 856, that is called outbound map. So now, so what are the different characteristics is available in our Sterling integrator? So business process engine, so which I explained you. So service and adapters, graphical process modeler, mapping and data transformation components. So here business process engine is nothing but an, so you create a business process in a GPM, right? Like graphical process modeler. After graphical process model, you develop the business process, nothing but a BPML code. So business process modeling language. That code you will be deploying into our Sterling integrator business dashboard, like a deploying manager. Okay, so in that one it will process in the background, the all your code in the BPML, it will process in the background, nothing but an, it is an business process engine. Okay, all your mappings, everything will be processed in the business process engine. Next is service adapters. Services and adapters, nothing but an, it's a list of service adapters which is available in the GPM. So using drag and drop technology, you can drag those all the service adapters into your GPM, and then you can create a business process. And so as per to meet your business needs. So for example, if you want to write an ABC code, means, so for that one to have, we have some service adapters. For example, if you want to do an FTP processing, means we have some FTP set of adapters. So like that, to connect to the SAP system means we have some SAP suite adapter. Okay. So if you want to release, or if you want to release the process data or something, which I will tell you later. So we have some service set of adapters. So like this, service set of adapters are there. Graphical process modeler. So graphical process modeler is nothing but it's a tool. So where you can develop the business process using some set of service adapters. I'll tell you now. So mapping is nothing but just now I shown you, right, all the map editors, that is called the map editors. So in GPM, um, sorry, in GPM, so we have an BJ. Let me have some water. In GPM, so we'll drag as tool services adapters, right? So once you connect all those service adapters and you have all done the configurations, so you can view the code. That code is nothing but an so business process modeling language. So BPML code is used to run a particular business process. That BPML code is deployed into Sterling Integrator server. Okay, and also that BPML code, that BPML code is an actually some background in Sterling Integrator. Everything is XML based language only that run the business process. So where you will deploy this BPML means in Sterling Integrator application dashboard, we have the business process manager. So under manager, create a business process option will be there. So in that option, you will create a business process there. That is nothing but an, so that is a BPML code. You can run that, execute it, you can edit it, so you can delete it. Okay, so after instance only you can delete, but you can't delete without the instances to be deleted. So like that way, the business process modeling language will be created. So how the business process engine enables. So that's what the background by which you can't see by your eyes, but it will be happen. The performance you can feel it. So how the background flexibilities, the performance, the consistency. So for interacting means for connecting or integrating with AI, so different protocols, and so business needs how it is taking off all those things like that. It will nothing but a business process engine. So all the activities can be performed using the business process engine, like whatever we are talking, right? The mapping part, the business process engine, like BP's business process, like communication protocols, everything will be executed in the business process and engine module only. So this engine module will perform some high flexibility and robustic in nature. Okay, so there will be no issues even when we process a huge amount of data. Very stability environment. Okay, so even if there is any issue in our Sterling integrator, our IBM, who is the owner of this tool, they are on support with us. So you need to raise an PMR ticket, nothing but a problem management record, that ticket. So they will be supported. There will be support from the IBM to work with us to solve the tool related issues. Okay. So now we are explaining about the service and adapters. Okay, a service. What is service and what is adapters? There is a definition of it. So services means a set of instructions. For example, whenever you write a code, right? So whenever you write a code and instructions in Java or anything else, nothing but a set of instructions only, right? So the using a set of instructions, we have some services that which will be helpful in the our activities, like our business process engine to have the perform the best activities. So we'll have the services. Adapters means to connect to the external systems. Okay, so for example, external system nothing but an file system adapter is there. That adapter is used to connect to the others file systems, not only in a local system, also in internet connected systems, or is SAP adapter. So SAP adapter is used to connect to the SAP systems. And then EI adapters like MV, MQ adapters and GXS adapters. Like this, so many adapters are there. which help us to connect to the background systems, backend systems, or other external systems. That is what adapters. So in definition, adapters means are the services that connect the business process engine, other system components, and applications outside our Sterling Integrator environment. Here, GIS is nothing but a Sterling Integrator only. So the previous version of Sterling Integrator is Gentron Integration Suite, as I said you earlier. Okay. So these are the some set of services. I said you right services. There are some services: start, end, assign service, choice start service, choice and sequence start, sequence end. These are some of the pictorial representation of different services. These are the adapters, okay, and services. Like it is a translation service. This service only is used where mappator will help us to create a mapping definition, right? Like mapping from one format in the local system only. So you can't do in our Sterling Integrator. So if you want to Sterling Integrate, deploy the map in our Sterling dashboard under the deployment tab. Okay, so under the translation tab you will deploy it. After deploying that one, while when you create a business process, you should drag like translation service. That translation service you should add the map name which you already deployed. That is nothing but a translation service. External envelope or external D envelope, these are the different type of services which help us to identify the partners based on the inbound and outbound criteria. I will tell you later. FS adapter, this is also one of the adapter. So it will save the files into spaces. Okay. So the graphical process modeler GPM is a tool that enable us to create a business process using drag and drop technology. So when you save the business process, the GPM converts the graphical representation into valid BPML code. So let me show you this one now. So this is how the GPM looks like. Okay. So this is how the GPM looks like. So, file view, edit and there. This is the stencils tab. All BPML, all services will be available. This is the platform. Here you should drag and drop all those things. Okay. Now let us open the tool and I will tell you. So from the dashboard only, you should download this tool. So a file called process modeler. Okay, a file called process modeler .jnlp. Okay. So maybe it was deleted, but it's a file is process modeler JNLP file. When you click on that file, so this page will be, this tool will be opened. So this is the file view and options. So this is called a stencils. So BPML is nothing but a business process modeling language, right? That different stencils is available here. Like start and on fault is nothing but an the error group. So where you can handle all the errors, and all start, and then assign service, choice and choice start, all these different sequence and everything, and start. So all services mean different services and adapters. So based on the alphabetical order, all the service adapters will be available here. So you should drag and drop to meet your business requirements. So when you click on this one, a new platform will be opened like this. Just you need to so drag and drop. So for every business process, start and end, in between start and end, sequence start and sequence end is mandatory. Okay, so now in between this you can write your own logics. Okay, whatever you want to write you can write it. Okay, so for example I am giving you here assign service. Just so if you need to link all this one, so like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, now this is the BPML code, right? If you want to view the XML code, so source code, you can simply say click on source, and this is what. Okay, so here the validation also it will come here. The validation also will be happen here. So I didn't give anything right here. So assign from to, so from you can write some XPaths here, which later I will tell you. So I'm writing dummy here to U plus, means whatever value coming to this in the process data. What is process data I will tell you later. So it will store in this one. So now if you see the validation successful. So if you remember the last validation, it is failed. Now this is the BPML code. So you can simply You can save this BPML, like it will save under the file name called BP. Okay, while saving it will use the extension called .bp. Okay, see .bp. So save under anything. Okay, so or else if you don't want to save this, means just simply copy this code and open your Sterling Integrator application. Just copy that code into that application code. Okay, so that is how the GPM is helpful. And if you want to, you can write the rules manager also. In the tools, you have rules manager, all the conditions check you can add here. Okay, so error mechanism I already said you, right? You can do it in the on fault group. Okay, now let us go back here. So yeah, again to the mapping side, SA manages so data translation and transformation of complex flat files, positional files, and any type of files, like both extra using some rules actually. So while mapping, we'll have some set of rules. So using the Sterling integrator, it will manages all those things. Okay. So as we have positional files, fixed files, variable length files, using that also. And also SI translates the data according to the instructions you provide in the form of translation maps. So I'm saying you right. So in the maps, you will have some set of rules or instructions. So based on our based on our business guide or implementation guide or MRS, so you need to write the mapping here. So other extension features of Sterling Integrator. So web extensions, predefined business process modeler, SDKs, site tracking and searching capabilities, AS2s, mailbox service, dashboard, interface, profile management. So now we'll discuss about the each and each detail. So what is web extensions? So web extension nothing but a human interaction, whether it is an error handling or anything human actually. So web apps like API kind of thing, that one is available, and that one also you can integrate with our web extensions like that. And then predefined business process modelers. So we have some predefined business process. For example, every night at 2 o'clock, so indexing purging BPs will be running. So indexing purging means it will identify the empty space or anything else to, so performance wise it will helpful. Like that we have an so many, like for example, if you take AS2, it's a protocol, right? But in the background, for every option you click, a background any business process will run. In map test also, when you click on the map test, the background one business process will be running. So those are all nothing but a background predefined process modelers. So whenever you install Sterling Integrator, all the business process will be coming automatically. So SDK is nothing but an, so if you want to create, we have services adapters, right? About 200 plus of service adapters. For example, if you want to create your own service adapter means, so using SDK tools, so you can create your own. So tracking and searching capabilities. So this tracking and searching capabilities enables you to search the data. So for example, it's an ED data only, right? With the help of control ISA control number, GS control number. For example, the customization search means you can use the correlations. So like that you can use the customization searches also. So with the help of customized searches and different EDA searches, for example, to search the AS2 documents or FTP documents or FTPS documents, SFTP documents. So to track all those documents, we have a good mechanism for searching capabilities to find any docs. Okay. And AS2 edition. So it's not a AS2 protocol only. So where we can, with the help of this, you can send all the AS2 edition documents. So mailbox service already I have said you. So in store and forward capabilities, where this mailbox service is used to. So dashboard interface. So it shows information like all the trading partner relations, envelope setup, that processing, everything you can see in the dashboard interface only. So not only searching capabilities, trading partner protocols like adapter service configurations like HTTP adapter, FTP server adapters, and then SAP adapters, and then deployment of maps, and then like resource manager, importing, exporting, not all, and the operation side and the creating user accounts, everything will be there in the dashboard interface side only. So trading partner profile management, nothing but envelope setup and code list setup. So any partner related information will be there in the trading partner related informations. Okay. So this is all about the Sterling Integrator architecture and Sterling Integrator tool overview. What are the characteristics and what are the features are there in our Sterling Integrator to work on as a middleware guy. Okay, I hope this overview session of Sterling Integrator tool is very helpful to you. Now our next sessions will be on so like mapping side and then communication protocol side and then business process side and then admin side. So we will go one each topic and then we'll end actually. So it may take very long only. So it's not to the details. So it will take long only. So now from next session we'll go to the next topic. And thank you guys once again. Thanks for the opportunities and thank you guys and thanks for watching. So if you have any questions, so please please convey in the comment sessions. So our team will get back to you. So we can have more deeper sessions. Okay, once you are in. Thank you so much.